Hi everybody, Craig here. Welcome to the 10th episode of my first Age of Wonders 3 playthrough series, where I'm playing as the Frostling Necromancer Draezad Doomgaze. So let's recap what happened in our last episode. So unfortunately we suffered some pretty grievous defeats here. We lost this city to Baradir the Bald, who's our last opponent. This was originally a game with 4 players, myself and 3 AI. I was able to defeat Sundrin here and Grelka, and this was Sundrin's throne city that she surrendered to me. And of course Baradir came in out of the mist here and has taken the city from me. So I'm poised to start trying to reclaim it, but it's going to be an uphill battle because he has some pretty strong units, tier 3s already for sure. And if we go down here, he's in the middle of dread sieging this city with an army that I'm not going to be able to defend against. And there's Baradir himself ready to attack. So fortunately I do have a unit poised to attack in his terrain as well. So his throne is probably somewhere underground as he is a dwarf. So that's where we're going to focus our attack. We do still have our cities in the Shadow Realm, which are probably going to be important just for keeping our economy going as things start getting more tumultuous up here. But anyway, let's get back to the action here. So we are really going to have to start working on solidifying what we have and then taking back anything that has been taken from us by Baradir. So I do have a number of strong units. I have Draezad's army here with a tier 4 and a couple of very strong tier 3 units pressing up into this unknown area. And then I have a few more stacks here moving north as well. So we'll have to deal with that. Now, I don't think I'm going to be able to really do anything to this city that's going to matter. So I think we'll just do merchandise here because when it's Baradir's turn, he's going to siege right in and just steamroll me, I think. So back to Destar. This is our capital city. Now, we have this fort that we built, which is great because it incorporated these gold mines and this destruction node, which is going to help our economy drastically. I've been thinking about this section down here. It would probably be possible for me to take a detachment down there and actually defeat this with just an army from here, from my capital. So maybe if I take the white... Actually, I could take all of them. I just don't know if I want to play that risky. I'll have to think about that before I end the turn, but I would like to clear that out to get a little bit more gold income. And we do need to start making some more units, I think, just to have a little bit more defense. But of course our gold income isn't so great at the moment. We need to keep worrying about that. So I think for Destar right now we will just go merchandise. For Doravar here, we'll do merchandise. And we'll just proceed through our cities here. Same goes for Grelka's former throne city, which we are still in possession of, thank goodness. So this is just taking care of our empire here. And this is our newest city that we've just acquired. I mentioned in the last episode, but Sheila is kind of at the point where she's too far away from the conflict with Draezad at the moment. Or sorry, with Baradir, I should say, to be of any real use in that battle. But what I can do with Sheila is to continue grabbing resources and also potentially grabbing another city here with this one that's in the mist. So Sheila's going to help continue the economy boom of our empire, while Draezad and the rest are going to push the military forces forward to try to battle against Baradir. I think that's the plan, essentially. So our city's in... It'd be nice to get this city a little bit more well defended, but fortunately that's all we're going to be able to have for now. This unit is going to come back through, and unfortunately by the time that unit gets to the city there won't be anything left. But we can still start moving in, I guess. Alright, let's end this turn, and we're gonna take a real beating here, I think. Interesting, he retreated it. His units are retreating. Unless he's just juggling his... Wow. You got an Owen Wilson wow from me there. I'm actually quite surprised. He could have won that battle, I think, relatively easily with the stack that he had. Oh, and we are being attacked. We are probably going to lose this city here to these 3 units. We'll have to try and play the old... I think all of these units... I don't know if the Blight Elemental is able to go past the walls, but we're going to basically just retreat into a corner here and try and... Fortunately, we have quite incredible mobility with sprint and phase, so if we can avoid any damage... Oof. Oh, they are getting closer, though. Oh, do they have ranged attacks? Air Elemental, unfortunately, has phase, which is going to probably screw me over. The Blight Elemental has weakened, which it's going to cast as soon as it gets close, and the Weakening Breath. So, I think realistically we're going to be kind of hooped here. Again, you know, if I end up losing this city, it's going to have to be sort of a small price to pay, because yeah, and there comes the phase. Ouch. Good night, Ghoul Serpent. Or sorry, Ghoul Node. Yeah, Ghoul Node Serpent. Well, that's unfortunate, but not the worst thing in the world. We're getting better with Draconians. I think we'll just buff the Draconian archers. So I'm shocked. I'm absolutely shocked that he retreated from this city. I guess that's going to give us an opportunity to shore up our defenses. What may have happened is that Baradir saw this unit coming in and got scared, essentially, and realized, oh boy, I better get my units back to defend. Let's do a little scouting with this Wraith here, and let's see what he's got for defense. Oh, see his... yeah, so his cities are not well defended, so he needs to retreat his army back to try to protect his city. So that's what he's doing. And I suppose that makes sense. Okay, now we have to decide where the heck are we going to summon this unit here. So, again, we're going to press in with Sundrin and start trying to reclaim what was taken from us. So let's level up our hero here. Chaplain's not going to be of any real use to us, as our units are undead. Same with Healing Aura. What kind of spells does this hero have? Slayer's Doubt, Divine Protection, and Instant Wrath. Might be nice just to add in a smite to that arsenal. Mighty Meek. Target each tier. No, that's not going to be. I think we'll do a smite, just to have a damaging ability for that hero. Oh, and Sundrin leveled up. That's actually quite nice. So, Poison Knowledge. Ooh, I like this one. Extra poison damage. That's going to be useful. And then I think we'll... Assassin Strike is actually a very, very powerful ability as well. I think we'll take that just because we have an upcoming battle here. Ooh, we have a quest available from our Dragon City. Let's see. We will definitely do this quest. We have an opportunity to maybe get a tier 4 unit there, so we'll do that. But first we're going to have to clear out some of these structures, I think, and then proceed in there. I know I've said that I wanted to get Draezad into the fight, but an opportunity to get some tier 4 units, I think, is going to be very, very useful. So I think that's what we'll shoot for here. Okay, so we're just going to kind of explore up here. Let's see, what would this... Would they benefit from having any of these units? Tigran Mystic. Orc Priest might be kind of nice to have in there with the cursing ability. Storm Sisters are always good. I think we'll do this battle. We'll clear this thing out, get some... You know what, let's just keep going this way then. There we go. So we'll do this battle here in the Lost Library because we do want to get some extra research going. Maybe learn another spell here. So I think we'll take our Ghoul Spider Queen here. Awaken. And Frozen Flames. Well, of course, they may dispel that, I guess, but... I don't know if any of these units do have Dispel now that I look at it. Ah, they do, the Apprentice, so hopefully that Dispel doesn't knock off those buffs, but... Let's see what happens. I have to watch out for the Turn Undead ability there as well. Of course, I was weakened. So we'll be able to dispel that, which is great. We'll hit the Apprentice. Now let's see, can we web somebody? We have very good chances to web everybody, so I think we'll actually try for the Apprentice. Excellent. And then we'll also try for the Reanimator. Also great. And we'll come in and wail on the Blight Doctor a bit. So I just had to adjust my headset there. Okay. So we'll bring in our unit here, do a little bit of damage to the Orc Evangelist, and then really let the Orc Evangelist have it there. Oh, and we got a nice freeze. That's going to be making that a heck of a lot easier. Now our spiders can devour their prey, as it were. And we'll heal our Yetis. There we go, and level up that other spider. Stiffen limbs and some extra research, not too bad. Okay. So this guy is gonna, I think, just go over there and help guard the base. Okay, so with Draezad here, we're gonna try and kind of clear as much as we can. Again, just to get some more experience, and we could even try and Ghoul Curse this Tier 3 Big Beetle. Might be of value there. Ooh, high roll, and we got it. Nice insta-kill. So let's try and curse the... Oh, the Big Beetle's immune to being cursed. Interesting. I didn't realize that. That's okay, we can still try for the Ghoul Curse here. Just see which attack does the most damage. Again, it's always nice, yeah, because of the fire, I think we'll do that. There we go. So if your hero has too many abilities there, you can always just click on their picture and get access to the rest. Oh, and they got Ghoul Cursed, so there's another unit for us. Drop a heal on those reanimators. And come in to finish the job here, if we can. There we go. So there's another unit. I would like to clear out this spider den here. I almost forgot my Wraith there, but that's okay. We will take our tier 4, move them in, and let's clear out these spiders. I really don't want them hanging around, spawning units to attack my cities, so especially while I'm trying to worry about what Baradir is doing. Throw some curses at them here. Why not? This queen is not cannot be affected, but doesn't mean I can't throw them at the baby spiders too. Soften up that spider queen. Kill off the spider queen. I suppose I could have tried for a Ghoul Curse there, but again, at this point, I just kind of want to roll through these battles. So I got bigger fish to fry, as it were. Oh, and they're immune. There we go. Okay, that takes care of the monster den there. Yeah, we don't need that. We'll sell this. Get a little extra gold there. And now let's go into the dragon's area. We can also clear out this wizard tower while we're here. So that'll work out well. And we've still got some decent armies moving in. Now we have to decide, where do we want this unit to spawn. And you know what? Putting it on my throne might not be the worst plan in the whole wide world. I think that's what we'll do. Let's throw it in that stack, and then I'm actually going to take a couple of units here down, and we'll go clear this out and then come right back. So now what else do I want to do? So Whispers of the Fallen is still running. That's always good. We're going to have this in 2 turns, so I think we'll start an Undead Plague. We may not end up using it, but we'll start that. So our city in... Start a Harvester's Guild here. So, okay, so I forgot about this. We should actually try and disjunct this, I think. Of course, I just cast a spell, so it's probably not going to work, but we should definitely try and disjunct that, because that's making this city much more vulnerable than it would be otherwise, so Elrafan has another Elven Archer Guard, which is a good thing. There we go. So this stack's going to just keep moving in. We're going to see what we got there. I suppose I could have thrown my additional Earth Elemental on this stack. Maybe that would have been a wise choice, but I figure I have support units on their way in this army here, which is going to clear out this structure first. So I have reinforcements coming in either way. just a generic bunch of different Frostling units here, which we'll take out. You know, I wouldn't mind getting some of these harpoon throwers. We got them. There we go. And I think we'll just put our spider there to guard, rather than doing anything super crazy. Boy, I just cannot say enough good things about having lifesteal. I tried it. So archers can take out these marauders without any trouble. These boys come in and clear that out. Throw a snowball and then get the finish. There we go. And because we ghoul cursed those pikemen, but they explode, we don't get to keep them, so that kind of makes sense. Nothing of any real desirability there for the gold cost, so... Alright, now let's keep our army moving in to the city. There we go. We'll get the spider to catch up. So we have this other army moving in. Can be there very shortly, so that will be a good thing. Just gonna take a quick drink here and then we will keep going. Okay, so let's go back to Soth. Now, we're gonna need... Boy, there isn't a lot I can do with what I have built in this city so far, but I think we'll just pump out an ice scraper just to have another, just to make this stack bigger, basically. A little more intimidating if anyone tries to attack. And we've got this unit ready to go, but of course his army will be back, so we're going to have to keep that in mind. This army may be in danger if that whole stack is back, but I guess we'll have to cross that bridge when we get there. So our throne... I think we'll just go with a glacial totem, just for a little extra protection. Now our builder, if I remember right, still has some movement. Yes, it does. So we can move up here and build one of these. Now, would that be of any benefit putting that somewhere else? It doesn't really look like it. So I think we'll put it here. Yeah, this is what we'll do. And that's going to give us domain over these gold mines here, which eventually this city might have gotten to, but I just need the extra income at this point, so that's what we're going to do. Melnath has some items that might not be super necessary for him at this point, but I don't know if I need the gold so bad yet. Why don't we go a stone wall? This will give us some more gold. Yeah, we'll do a stone wall in this city. That'll help with gold income here with the trading post getting incorporated. So that's going to be a good thing. This little city, right on the outskirts. Unfortunately, we were hit recently by a roving unit, so this city's probably going to get attacked again, but at this point I think I'm just going to have to kind of leave it. Newer Drift will just do merchandise for now again. I'm expecting his army may pop out through here, which would be really unfortunate if that happens. Well, we'll start a Harvester's Guild there, but we're not going to be able to make it this turn, obviously. And this city's just kind of acting as, again, gathering some resources. It's not going to be doing much in terms of production. And then the rest of our cities are probably just going to be thrown into merchandise, unfortunately. Oh, but hang on, before I do that I forgot about Sheila. So now this is a level up for everybody, so I think even though it's going to cost us movement, it would be good to Actually, maybe we'll play it smart. We could go around and come back. Might be the more intelligent move. Get our flamer in place. And then I noticed there's a Sphinx down here. We could get some resources from that as well. Now let's do the level up first. Just some elves to take out here. Nothing too crazy. Okay, no, I always throw frozen flames on my mammoth and just charge it in pretty much. So that's what we'll do. Again, I don't have to be too concerned as I've got all the revive abilities in the world essentially at this point, so soften them up a little bit and then we'll come in for the kill. There we go. Boy, even in melee damage, those guys do quite a bit of damage, those reanimators. Come in with our cadavers and get the kill there. All good. There's a level up. So now we're starting to get into some of these really nice abilities, which I think we're actually going to try and get. So we'll worry about casting points here. So we're going to try and increase casting points so that we can eventually get some of these really, really powerful endgame spells for our hero. Okay. So we'll take out this gold mine. Again, this is good, just generating some income for us here. So once again, we'll throw frozen flames. Charge right in. We're going to drop a heal on our mammoth because he did get kind of beat up in that last battle. We'll let the Node Serpent take some of the damage. Boy, with that conjunction going on in the heart, it really increases the fire damage of these guys, of the Draconians. And makes them more fire resistant too. There we go. Let's finish off those Temple Guard. Take out those hatchlings. Excellent, little bit of gold. We'll get just a touch more as well from this battle. Maybe try and get that Sun Guard just to have another defense unit for our city down there, but it's not a necessity really. Yeah, I would like to do that. So let's get the curse. Perfect. Wail on the boar a little bit. There we go. And then we'll throw our hero right here in defense mode to try and ghoul curse them. Because our hero has Undying, I'm not too concerned, honestly. And we got the Ghoul Curse. So we'll be able to move those Sun Guard in to defend our city. No thank you for the Dread Monkey. We'll sell that off. Get some extra gold. Perfect. So we can send that Sun Guard down to help defend the city. And then we'll move Sheila down, take this gold mine, and then move around, take the mana tree, and then also deal with this Sphinx Temple. So just generating some income. Yeah, we'll throw a Harvester's Guild on there just to help that city grow a little bit as it's quite small right now. I think we'll just do that. But for this city, because it is kind of on the front line of battle, might be nice to produce another something here. Prismatic Spire might be nice. That's actually a very powerful defensive structure. priced accordingly, as the Frostling one is substantially cheaper, but it doesn't do direct damage. It just slows the units down and debuffs them, right? Now, something else I need to keep in mind is that this city is about to go to be plundered, and I was thinking about animating it, but of course I don't have any unit here to scout for it. So if we go back above ground, maybe I'll send... You know what? That's not maybe the worst idea, is to send... As risky as that's being now to leave that city with only a single guard, it would be nice to get my unit in there to be able to then come back and do that. So I'm actually going to... Let's see, how much does it cost for me to animate? So that's going to take 2 turns, so I think we'll actually switch over to that. And then we can animate that city as well. So hopefully that's a little bit more intelligent play. Alright. I think we're going to end our turn there. So I'm really interested to see what happens down here. This is going to be potentially scary for Wozniak here. Oh, and it looks like, you see on the map there, yep, here, they're back. Well, that was kind of strange. It's like they thought about it and then decided to come back. Oh, getting better at governing Shadow Elves. Shadow Elf Reanimators are now 20% cheaper to produce, versus your Shadow Elf Irregulars gain Shadow Realm Concealment and 2 movement. I think I'll just take the economic, although it's not really going to be of much help to me, I don't think. I'm not really producing Reanimators at this point, although once I've done this, that could be an easy thing to jump to next. So back here, yeah, we're going to move our bowmen. Alright, now let's get Sundrin in here. I think we could probably win that battle without too much trouble, unless there's another stack. No, there isn't. And of course they've turned this into a dwarven city, those jerks. That would be a tough battle for me. Let's think about this. So if I try the battle, is it going to tell me? Yeah, I figure I probably will win this, so let's do it. I'm going to get hit with some spells, I'm sure. So I've kind of got a mixed bag of units here. So for starters, our Bone Dragon's going to have to do the majority of the work here, I think. We'll send our Ghoul Ogre in to draw some hits and our Earth Elemental as well. And we'll keep our Wraith in there, and we're going to drop that heal because I really don't want to lose the Wraith. Might be worth using some of her magic here. I'm not sure if it's even worth using at this point, to be honest. What else does she have? What's her other spell? Blind. Blinded units cannot target units or objects more than 1 hex away, so that's really only for ranged units. Well, I guess we'll do a little bit of damage to the Firstborn. Because why not? I am kind of rolling in mana, as you see, so I don't have to worry too much. Boy, just all those rocks pelting us, hey? There we go. Now, can I not get over the wall? Floating. Might have to get closer to be able to do that, so we'll move up there. We'll have our Wraith also come into a company. And then we'll send Sundrin over to kind of back up the dragon a little bit. Maybe we'll just charge right at the gate here with the Ogre. Okay, let's see what happens. So yeah, I was expecting them to not be too happy with our dragon. Oof, those Firstborn are extremely strong. Yeah, we're gonna throw our life-stealing Earth Elemental at these guys, though. As you can see, they Didn't like that very much, so we're going to come in and get the kill here. Finish them off. There we go. So now it's just a matter of taking out as many of these silly little prospectors as we can. There we go. Systematically sort of take them out here. Get Sundrin a little bit of experience, because why not? And then we'll finish him off with the dragon, for some experience for the dragon. And just like that, the city is back in our hands. Now, it is a dwarven city at this point, which I'm not so sure how I feel about. I really actually like this being an elven city. I think we'll actually turn it back to Ghoul High Elves at this point. Okay, we're going to solidify our occupation of the city. And then we do need to reinforce this city as well, obviously, because it is looking a little bit weakly defended at the moment. I think we'll keep this army coming up to this city, though, and then we will send some of them down. We can maybe split these forces up and decide what's going to go down south. So that went very well for us. Now, should we maybe we should try and disjunct this. Oh, it's not going to let me while I'm casting a spell. I think getting that other city is going to be worth it, though, so I think I'd rather... And yeah, you can see the big gold boost I got when I pillaged that city. Right here. So next turn we'll reanimate the city with this guy as a scout to be able to see it, hopefully. Alright, let's worry about Draezad here. So Draezad is again coming in to deal with the quest for the dragons. Unfortunately, that unit's gone all the way over there, but we can raid this wizard's tower while we're here. We can try and get one of these Eldritch Horrors. You know, this will actually be a pretty challenging battle, all things considered here, because these Eldritch Horrors are pretty nasty units. They're tier 4. I think they're the tier 4 sorcerer summon unit. They are pretty scary, admittedly, and I think they're going to be resistant to curse because I believe they are... Well, actually, maybe they will be vulnerable. I'll have to see. Let's try it. No, they can't be affected. No, we'll throw it on the apprentice then. Alright, so let's... This is going to be... I'm going to have to be careful with this battle. Let's see if we can piss one off and get it to kind of come in at us. Don't want my units too grouped up. There, I think we'll try that. Ouch. Also ouch. Alright, now it's my turn. So how about melee? I think we'll actually be better off throwing a rock, so we'll use this Wraith King here as a blocker for that Eldritch Horror and make it have to deal with it. I don't think it has any sprint or anything, so it'll take an attack at least if it tries to do anything. Could get a flanking hit there, but I think we're going to have to deal with this situation here because this is pretty unfortunate. So we'll come in, we'll see, can we get a Ghoul Curse? Very low chance, didn't think it was going to happen, but what the heck, we tried. Nice big flanking hit there. Oh, and you know what I should have done beforehand is attempted to... Ooh, wow, very resistant to it. I guess that sort of makes sense as such a high-level unit. Try on the apprentice. Nope. Wow, they really don't like my Deathbringers there. Did they get Ghoul Cursed? Did we get lucky? Oh, immune to Ghoul Curse. And I believe these ones are also... Yeah. So it's the Despair they didn't like. They tried to dispel that, and I thought, oh my gosh, did we get lucky? But not quite. Okay. So we'll hit the Eldritch Horror here. We'll flank this Eldritch Horror. And this should kill. There we go. Okay, that's awesome. There's one of the benefits of the Tigran, or of the Deathbringer, is that it doesn't use any action points on its attacks of opportunity or retaliation, so that's quite nice. We'll finish off the Apprentice. There we go. This battle's going to go a lot easier now. Oh, I didn't even see that Shock Serpent. Whoops. There we go. Bring that. There we go. This is just... Now it's just kind of clean up, essentially, at this point. Drop some heals, because obviously our units kind of got beat up pretty heavy here. Drop a heal on our Deathbringers as well. There we go. We did get a Ghoul Curse on that set of Apprentice units, though. Ooh, a Rifle of Cosmic Fire. That's great. Greater Lifestealing. All friendly units on the battlefield gain lifesteal. Units with... Oof. That would be kind of nice. And then look at that. We're going to take it just for the research buff. Whew. That is nice. So this is a pretty massive weapon. So let's see, what do we want to do next? Oh, and we got extra, so we can even finish something else. Might be nice to just have some more casting points at this point, honestly. Let's do that. Oh, we can go again. You know, this is a nice one if your city is in imminent danger. You can at least get some cadavers, but I think at this point in the game we're dealing with tier 3 units. That's not going to be so helpful, quite frankly. So I think we'll just grab some more casting points. Although we do need to keep getting things so that we can... We'll grab Siphon Life. That's a really good one in battle. Okay. Dark Gift isn't so bad. Inflict Curse and +2. It's a decent one for battle. I'm not really concerned about the Phylactery just because Draezad has Undying, so I'm not that concerned at this point. This would be a nice economic buff. Just thinking here. Yeah, let's do Map Spoon. We'll get that out of the way. Oh, and with our extra casting points, we could cast it right now. Well, unfortunately, this unit isn't able to make it, so... What? Now, hang on. Let's open our spellbook. So that costs 60, meaning next turn we'd be able to cast it in one turn. So we could actually... If we want to be super efficient, it would actually be better to cast something now that isn't necessarily Animate Ruins. But anyway, let's keep Draezad pushing in here to deal with this. So, oh, I would love to get both of these units, honestly, if possible. The Trolls are fantastic. They're dedicated to evil, which is great as it benefits from what I'm about to cast. And they get regrowth, which is just incredible. And it still works even if you're undead, if you're a ghoul. So that's something to keep in mind as a necromancer, is that regrowth still functions on ghoul units and undead units. Because I think people sometimes think, oh no, that's not going to work because it's only like a living unit thing, but that's not the case at all. Okay. Yeah, let's kind of finish up our turn here. This one's kind of dragged out a bit, but we've been having to make some big decisions, so... Just throw merchandise on. This city is most likely going to be sieged, and it's going to be not so fun. You know what? Why don't we... Let's abort this. And we're actually going to try and disjunct. Whoops, wrong thing. Dread Siege, there we go. Let's try and disjunct it. Oh, and of course that's going to take a turn. Well, shit. We'll still try it. Okay. Back to our... Oh yeah, I forgot about this little unit. So let's take this out. And then we'll send them back to the throne. That'll just get us a little bit more gold income. And the perfectionist in me will be happy that that's dealt with. I don't like leaving those little uncaptured resource structures. It kind of irks me. So... Or should I say uncleared resource structures. Let's let them sort of come at me here. Wow, that did a lot of damage. There we go. And just like that, we got a little bit of extra gold income per turn. And some extra gold. And now we are doing very well for gold, so we can actually start producing stuff in our cities, which is really nice at this point. We've got a pretty good stack there. I think we'll be okay in terms of units, so let's actually start worrying about being able to make other units. So we'll do a war hall in our city. Dorovar here. Boy, we could actually start expanding all these other things. So let's see, what is the city looking like at this point? It's not really in any danger. I think we'll start, yeah, we'll start working on just getting more resources out of this, like research and everything else. So now this city needs to be more protected. Fortunately, it's going to take a very long time for all of these things to be built, so let's start with a barracks, I guess. Get back to Noordrift here. We'll do a builder's hall. That's only going to take 2 turns. Balmer's Guild there. Oh, it'd be nice to get this in our domain, some extra gold, mana, and research, so let's do a stone wall. And eventually, again, I do want to clear this out, although I've got kind of, again, bigger fish to fry at the moment. Up here, let's do an Embalmer's Guild. Just keep this city growing. Yes, kind of, let's do a wooden wall. Oh, and I wasn't paying attention, and we're into the negatives here, so we got to be careful. Fortunately, we're about to do another battle and earn some more gold, so we'll be okay. We'll send this Sun Guard over to garrison this city. Okay, let's take out this gold mine, get some extra income. I don't think we're going to worry about doing any ghoul cursing in this battle, really. So yeah, we'll just push, get real aggressive here. And there we go. Ouch. So we're gonna pop a quick self-heal there. And dish out some massive damage from our hero. And there we go. Just like that, a little bit of extra gold. No worries there. Now let's see. I guess the fastest would be to go across the mountains. Kind of surprised. Actually, no, we want to go and clear this crystal tree out as well, so let's do that. Almost forgot about that. Oh, and then there's these 2 units, which I, again, almost forgot about. Okay, let's see. I think we're going to have to split this unit up, because we don't need all just support units here. Well, here's an idea. Let's send 3 of these units. Let's go... Then we'll group the other one here, this Tigran, in with this stack. I think we'll take this and head up here. See what we find. And there's what we were looking for, a cave entrance. I think we're gonna head straight for that. Oh, and look at this, some reanimators. Okay, we're not gonna worry about that. Let's go through. See what's underneath. Okay. Well, now we can. Now we have the ability to pincer here, which is excellent. Oh, and his city is not well defended, but of course, I'm sure his other force is probably right on the way in. So now I can move this army down. And next turn we can kind of do that pincer attack, like I said. Okay, let's take this out just to get a little bit of extra view, although we've already kind of cleared most of the vision around this area. It shouldn't be too challenging. We'll just have to be a little bit careful. There we go. Ooh, I forgot about the elves being... Well, that's unfortunate, but not the end of the world. Kind of forgot that the elves are weak to poison, which, as you saw right there, was not a very fun time for them. We'll finish off those swarm darters. Anyway, nothing too sad about losing just that one unit, but a little bit sloppy on my part, and I should have probably brought this unit into the battle. That would have made that easier. But again, nothing too devastating there. So, why don't we start... You know what? Let's just start sending everybody to this. Because we want to basically press to Baradir here while we can. Oh, and you know what? I probably should have grouped them up, because this unit may come in and try and kill. Again, I'm getting sloppy here. I gotta really clean this up. So we'll send those units back to guard. Oh, I guess I did get this guy, even though he exploded. Okay, and there we go. Some nice extra gold income. That's quite nice. Let's see if there's anywhere else maybe I should send him. I mean, going to this Forbidden Sanctum for the mana would be great, except my mana income is just phenomenal as it is. Let's see if there's anything else that looks kind of juicy. Well, we'll worry about that later, because he's out of movement points anyway at this point, so I'll tell him to stay put. And we'll tell that unit to stay put. Alright, let's end our turn. Oh, that's right, these units came back here. So, yeah, his cities are basically ripe for the picking at this point. So let's see if he decides to siege me here. Sage. Does that mean he has a tier 6 spell? Oh, and of course he's retreating again. I'm quite confused. I guess now he's really seeing that his cities are being threatened. So he's trying to bring his units back. There we go. They're going to attack us, so we can finish this quest off and hopefully recruit at least one of these units. Maybe even both. That would be the ideal situation here. Oh, and we got lucky, even though there was a very low chance there. I'm going to drop a heal on my Deathbringer because the Deathbringer is not feeling so hot at the moment. Let's try and curse the troll. No such luck. My units are a little bit beat up from some of those previous battles. Do a little bit of damage there. And I'm expecting a nice big boulder throw. There we go. So, when you're attacking these trolls, because they have regrowth, it's kind of it's almost worthless to do a bunch of damage and not kill them. I mean, not entirely, but to some extent it is. So, oh, did I get a curse? I might have. At least they're despaired. So, 77%. That's pretty good. And we got it. Excellent. So now we just have to basically kill off the troll. There we go, no problem there. We'll go occupy the giant. There we go. And then we'll see if we can get the curse on the giant as well. Oh, and he really likes that boulder throw, and I don't blame him. It's a good ability. I mean, you've watched me use it a few times already. So let's see, can we? He's already cursed, so he should be nice and susceptible. 60%, that's not bad. Oh, we got him. Wow. Yeah, this ghoul curse train has just been going full steam ahead here this entire game, really. I've gotten some good rolls on that, which has been very, very nice. And we'll come in and finish him off with the king himself, Draezad. Oh, and I'm being attacked here by some independents. Some roving units. So I'll have to be careful here because I don't want to lose anybody, but I should be able to handle this without a ton of trouble. So again, I think we're going to use our ghoul queen here as kind of the vanguard. Do they have dispel? They do not, so they're going to have to just deal with it. We'll kind of set up like a bit of a garrison here, and then we'll keep our ranged units behind. And of course, these lost souls are going to move in, so no big worries there. Get the kill, no problem there. Now, these poison bolts aren't really going to be of any real use to me, which is unfortunate, because as undead, they're going to be very resistant to that. Kill off that unit. So I'm gonna almost have to use the shaman as a melee unit actually, or using that, maybe try and use that entangle. Could go for a nice web. Unfortunately, that didn't work. There we go. I think we'll be all right. Ouch. I tried to run and no good. And there we go. So yeah, we're pretty much good at this point. I don't think anybody needs a heal, so aside from our Spider Queen, which is too far away, so we'll just get the kill, end the battle. So a free little bit of experience there as well. So we finished this quest. Peace treaty and some frost wyverns, or we can sell for some gold. We do need some gold, so let's just sell it. We don't really need these dragons at this point. We're basically just going to get out of their domain now. So Disjunct is ready. Let's go back and see what's going on. So yeah, he fully retreated his army. Let's see if we can get this. Only got a 30% chance. Let's give it a actually, wait a minute. Before we do that, let's go back now. Because it may not be worth, honestly, if we can get this other city up and running. Ooh, and we could, yeah. Let's do that instead. We'll open and we'll cast Animate Ruins. We're going to abort that. Again, mana cost, who cares? We've got so much income, it doesn't really matter at this point. And I would like to get Entwined by Shadows going. That's going to really help us. All of our dedicated to evil units will get a pretty nasty damage increase and resistance to spirit, and then just overall resistance as well. So, oh, and look at that! Right back to it. We got our Draconian town, and that's helping our gold income pretty drastically. So we'll throw that unit on just as a guard. Okay, things are coming together here. I've obviously made some mistakes, and there's things that I maybe didn't do as well as I should have, but things are going well. So for Draezad here, got a number of things. I think we'll do Inflict Curse with his attacks. Okay, so now Draezad, I mean, if we bring him into the fight with this unit, and we can add these guys in, this is going to be a absolutely devastating army. So I think that's what we're kind of going to do. Hell, we could just take this Dragon City if need be. Frost Dragons are tough, but I think we could probably do it. But I'm not going to worry about that. Let's just... We'll go right through there. We could even take this Lich Castle on our way and then head underground. I think that's... We're going to basically bring the fight right to Baradir's front door. I think is going to be the plan here. Nice level up for our Archdruid Wozniak. Let's see. Revitalize, that's not a bad skill. Hornet Swarm, that one can be pretty devastating. I think I'm going to go Druid, just more casting points though. Alright, now we've got the ability to siege here, so we could bring this army in to help, but frankly I don't think we're going to need it. I mean, we've got a pretty strong army. He's got 2 heroes, not particularly strong. Some monster hunters, which are a nice kind of all-purpose unit, but yeah, I'm not too threatened by this. Let's see what the... Saying we're closely matched. I suppose we kind of are, but I think with the... Now, we don't have the ability to revive, though. That is the one thing. So, you know what? Let's play it safe. Oh, I am tempted to gamble this battle. I think I'm going to try it. I think between these two, which can get over the walls... Although it's... Yeah, it's going to have Shattering Hammer, which won't be good. You know what we'll do? We'll split this. We'll send a couple units down just to assist. So we'll send our less exciting Spider Queen down, which can get over the wall. So we'll send that just as an assist. Now we're cooking with gas. Now let's send this unit over and see what's going on over here. Okay, this is another city, not his throne. He's got some Warbreed there. Now what's Sage? Oh, he's got a tier 6 spell. Okay. So he's got some really good magic going on. So yeah, this is a pretty powerful city, so this unit won't be able to take that. We're going to have to group up. But I did want to scout it and just see what was going on. So I think we'll siege this city here now. And then I think that'll be it for the episode. Mass Curse. Well, that's not really going to affect me at all, because I'm undead, so joke's on you, bud. Okay, let's run our boys all in here. And again, what I'm going to probably end up doing is using this Call Ancestral Spirit, but I don't think I'm going to use it just yet. Ouch, that Shattering Hammer does some damage. Ooh, and of course they have Undead Slayer. That's... Or that one hero does, I guess I should say. Yeah, and they're correctly targeting my Deathbringer, which is a smart move on their part. Because that's probably the biggest threat to them, quite frankly. We're going to send our Wraith in and just kind of sit right there. We'll charge the gate with our Black Knight. And we'll send these guys in just to kind of maybe hopefully draw some fire. Bring our Spider in. You know what? Let's do it. Let's call the Ancestral Spirit just to draw some of the fire here. Throw them in defense mode. And then you know what? Teleport right in like this. This is our Undead Slayer guy, which maybe... You know what? We're going to actually hit him. And then... Ouch. There we go. Huh. Okay, well, our hero decided to try and hit the Ancestral Spirit, so... Or their hero, I should say. Gate is done. Those Ancestral Spirits are really pulling their weight, honestly. We'll go tie up these monster hunters. Wail on the hero just a little bit. And we'll bring our swordsman in behind. And why not do a little more damage? There we go. Ooh, killing momentum of some kind, I think. Ouch. So, let's... Yeah, there we go. So we'll charge in and kill the hero off. Monster Hunter should die if we get a clean hit here. There we go. Now it'll definitely die. And all we gotta do is... I'm actually gonna use Shadow Step, get in behind and do a nice flanking attack there. Fortunately, it didn't Ghoul Curse them. I would have liked to have those guys. They're a good unit. Some more flanking hits. Bring our great swords in. Hunter Spiders kind of didn't really factor into the battle, but that's okay. And there we go. So, how's that feel, Baradir? We've got one of your cities. So let's just do these items quick. And then we will, I think, call it an episode. I'm not a big fan of these pants because they give blight weakness, so we're going to sell those off. Now that's nice. And we'll send this to... Send that to Draezad because I think we traded away his one crossbow, although, frankly, with his Mystic Cannon or whatever that item is called, he's I don't think he's going to be in any real trouble. So I think we'll leave this unit here just to kind of chill because he's got his army coming in potentially, so we want to kind of consolidate rather than... I think I'm actually going to get out of his terrain here because we don't want to... Let's decide what are we doing. So this is clearly a dwarven city currently. Might be worth raising this city, honestly, because it's going to be a real point of contention to fight over, but why don't we turn it into Ghoul Orcs? Actually, we'll do Ghoul Frostlings just because. There we go. I got Heptatopia, which is be the first to acquire 7 towns. Interesting. I'm surprised that as a Necromancer I was able to get that first. So I get a 5% to city, 5% increase to city income, which is great. We're doing really well for gold here. I think we've got this battle. We've got this game definitely in sight here where we could potentially be winning it. So I think we'll call the episode there. This was a pretty big development. I really thought Baradir was kind of had me on the ropes, but looks like might be the other way around. But I guess we'll have to see. So we'll save this one. This is our, again, episode 10, our first double-digit episode. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.